Here is Durant. He's got 11. And the jumper is on the mark. Durant's got 4 points this quarter.
And just a little bit ragged defensively there, Clark.
Now here's James. The tray. What a play. And we welcome you back to our presentation of Game 1. Here's Irving. Outside for Durant. Fires it up. Barca grabs the miss.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
And a wide open look for Jordan. Yes! It's James picking up the assist. Jordan's got it back down to single digits for Barca. Now, here is Irving. He is guarded by McCollum. Butler against James. Outside Durant, clock at 4. Sanders with the steal. Here's Jordan. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
He is pouring it on in the second half, guys. I mean, a much better showing than he had before the break.
Irving drives in. And out of bounds as Barcelona gains possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Barcelona trails by 7. Here's Sanders. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. That one on George.
Tell you what, Kevin, they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
Clark, that deficit will go away quickly if he does.
And how about how he capped that one out, almost like the 1-2 punch.
Cousins, and he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
And can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
McCollum passes to Russell, and they immediately answer back with the dunk at the other end.
And they have gotten themselves back into this game just in the nick of time. If that run had come any later, it would have been Katie bar the door.
But, Greg, they can't relax yet. I mean, they've still got plenty of work to do here.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
Now, here's Irving. Clock at 6. Takes a big height, Thompson goes in.
You can just see the passion and love with which he plays the game. You see how he prepares, the work ethic, the way he interacts with his teammates. And when he hits the floor, it's all about the game.
Now here's McCollum. He's guarded closely. And Barca, another 3.
With the success they've been having from the three-point line since halftime, I'll bet you that scoreboard starts to look a lot different real soon.
Partner, that's assuming they can continue that hot shooting. But if they do, and especially if they can get a few stops, you have to think they'll make this thing interesting.
Now McCollum following the three-point attempt by Kyrie Irving. The drive by Russell.
Well, just take a look at what Russell's done tonight. He's got 8 points, and he's rejected more than his share of shots today.
An interior defense at its best, fellas. That's what we've seen out of him today.
And so Russell hits them both. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Irving drives in. Outside, Green. LeBron against George. Now, here is Irving. He's covered closely. Just 3 to shoot. Green, no luck.
You know, even though he missed that three-point shot, I think the defense has to do a better job of challenging the shot.
Yeah, as a coach, you can really ill afford to have those types of opportunities presented against your defense.
Now here's Green. Passes it to Cousins. Left side, George. To the paint. Irving with it. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Barcelona trails by 4. The drive by James. Count that as his 7th field goal in 10 tries. He's shooting a very good 70%.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Thompson outside. Feeds to Green. And here's Irving. Fires top of the key. And good. He nails it. Irving's got 7 points for the quarter.
I mean, he was great in his last game, Clark, and clearly he has not lost that love and feeling.
Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
He's definitely rolling offensively. You might not be able to stop him, but you've got to find a way to contain him.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Hi, Kevin. The head coach for the visiting team had some instruction for his guys during that last break. They've been getting torched with all these shots from long range, and he simply said, we can't lose track of their shooters, guys. We're over-helping inside, and it's leaving them wide open. Can they make the adjustment, guys?
It's been a good one for McCollum. He has 8 points and 6 assists.
Durant's checked in for Draymond Green.
And really, the tension could not be higher right now. And he looked like he was shooting free throws at practice. What a cool customer.
Now, here is Irving. Cousins with a screen for Irving. And the layup falls. Irving's got 14 points here in the second half.
The shot quality is very good here, and they're making most of them this half.
Yeah, converting at a really high level. The field goal percentage continues to creep upward.
James misses.
There was just enough defensive pressure to get him off balance and cause that shot to go awry.
Irving can't get it to go.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the defense has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull that trigger. You've got to be in his face and not give him any space.
And you can see, Clark, that he has garnered the attention of the defense here. They are not going to allow him to get those kinds of looks.
And it's Durant missing.
High-quality shot, just a little off there with the release.
And, Greg, that has him S-H-H-E, shaking his head. Tough miss that time.
Now, here is Irving. Outside, George, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Irving.
Huge turnover there, and at a bad time, too. You have to value every possession.
There's 42 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. The drive by James. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there, Greg. What a game for LeBron. 19 points, and he's done his job at the charity stripe. He's gotten 4 of his points from there.
And that's a good place to get them. They don't come easier than that, but you've got to get yourself there first.
Now here's Durant.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, Greg, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
And the home team has possession. A 2-point game.
Somebody lit a fire under Kevin Durant.
Timeout called, Barca. The score is tied at 64. There's 21 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Now here's McCollum. He's covered by Irving. Now McCollum pass to James. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Can they tie? Oh, he hits it! How about that shot? Well, if you're just joining us, the intensity has really heated up in this one. As we watch this one go now to overtime. Irving drives in, right side Green, and the rejection by Sanders. Here's the break. Here's McCollum, and Durant sends it back, and they'll keep possession.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Yeah, it's really been quite a contrast. I like the way they're attacking the middle at their offensive end.
Cousins dishes to Green, and that one is hammered home.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
Here's James. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep.
Yeah, and one reason why, I just don't know that I've ever seen him miss a play like that.
Now here's Irving. Right side Green.
Some hang time on that rim. Put some whipped cream on that angel food cake there.
It's a tight ball game, and those displays of strength, Clark, can get one team rolling.
Agreed.
And also the other on its heels. Let's see how this one turns out.
That Kia Slam Cam replay really gave you a good look at the action. It's extra time here, just over a minute into overtime. James kicks to Russell, and the rejection by Cousins. Outside Irving. Outside Green. It's tipped and stolen by Jordan. 3-on-3. Sanders' shot is off.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game. I'm not even going to comment on that.
Neither am I. I mean, if you're going to attempt a buzzer beater, I guess I will comment. Make sure there's actually a buzzer to beat.
The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way. That sends Bill Russell to the free throw line. And it goes on Draymond Green.
Those and ones can be really critical moments in a tight game like this one.
Now here's Irving. He's guarded closely, and Green gets it to go. Here's LeBron. Just about 2 minutes in now to this overtime period. What a game. Stolen by Durant. It's 2-on-1 to take the lead. And it's Jordan with the rebound. At the elbow, it's James. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot two right here.
You had a foul to give there, but you'd rather not have it cost your team points.
I agree. I mean, you would have been better off using it on the floor and not on the shot. But the foul had to come either way, so it is what it is.
Yeah, that's a big miss right there. Now only a 1-point lead.
Stolen by McCollum. Here's Jordan. Yes!
Well, Jordan has been fantastic.
And the home team has possession. Irving passes to Cousins. And the wide open shot from Green. It falls! And oh, that was an enormous three-pointer.
As clutch a shot as I have ever seen.
In a word, gutsy.